right, we begin with the best thing I saw today. I see you, Oakland. It's a sad day. 46-8-89. They sell out. Final game in the Oakland Coliseum. You got legends, Ricky Henderson and Dave Stewart, throwing out the first pitch. Superfan Crazy George back in the house with his drum. Rangers trailing 3-2. Carson Kelly. J.J. Bleday makes a tremendous diving grab on a beautiful day. Oakland in those beautiful Kelly greens. Top of the ninth. Ground ball to the left side. Max Schumann across the diamond. And that'll do it. It was a celebration. It was a wake. It was a lot of things. It was a day of real emotion there in Oakland. We'll get to the full highlight a bit later. All right, we get to the Bronx. Yankees just needed one to clinch the American League East. This is sort of a playoff preview in a sense, as it's Burns against Cole. Bottom two, Giancarlo. Stanton, does he get enough? Yep, just barely. His 27th of the season. It's 1-0. And Cole looked the part. Gets Colton Cowser there. Gets Cedric Mullins. And then nasty knuckle curve there. Cole had a no-hitter into the fifth. It's a 1-0 game here. And that's a ball. Cole and Aaron Boone not thrilled. Gives him the gas face on the next pitch. Gave up a couple of hits, but he pitched brilliantly. It's now 2-0. Bases are loaded, and Stanton goes the other way and empties the bases, and that pushes the Yankee lead to 5-0. Bottom seven. It's pretty clear they're going to get to pop some bottles tonight and celebrate the East, but while you're at it, why not? Boom. Swing and a drive. 5 straight games that he's homered in. Ties the longest streak of his career. They win at 10-1. They clinch their 21st American League East title in franchise history. Here's Judge on winning the American League East.
It's been a year. We missed it last year, which definitely disappointed everybody in this room. That's when you wear these pinstripes, when you play in this stadium, you're expected to win. And, we came up short. We want to make a statement that ain't going to happen again.
Last year's a humbling experience, so it reminds you that, the game's really hard, and this season was hard for us as well, even though we clinched here with a few games to go. We weathered the ups and downs, and we put ourselves in a good position to play good ball here going forward.
We got it from top to bottom, so it's not about what's on paper, though. It's about coming up, showing up, and really, this won't mean much in about a week, and it's time to get to work.
As for Judge, 58 home runs. Breaks a tie with Luis Gonzalez, the 2001 Diamondbacks, for the second most homers in his season as a member of a division-winning team. The only player with more, Aaron Judge himself, 2 years ago when he hit an American League record 62. Now, the Orioles had already clinched the first wild card, but you got 4 teams entering the day just separated by 2.5 games. So there's a whole lot to figure out here. And we will start not far from our studios here in the nation's capital with the Royals taking on the Nationals.
Sorry.
It's a 2-1 Royal lead. Check that. Bobby Witt Jr., superstar, makes it 3-1 Royals. Later in the inning, the bases are loaded. Yuli Gurriel
Base hit center field.
sees that into center. It's 4-1 Luis Garcia Jr. in the bottom of the third. Let's get small, y'all. That's to deep left center and gone. His 17th of the year ties things at 4. Top 9, 2 on, 1 out. Adam Frazier. He didn't really know where it went. It's good for you. Brings in a couple, 6-4. Later in the inning, Salvador Perez. That gets in. Win number 85 on the year for the Kansas City squad. Their most in the season since 2015. They win it by a score of 7-4. Red Hot Tigers tied with the Royals entering the day, taking on the Rays, looking for their 5th straight win. Bottom 6, trailing 3-1. Kerry Carpenter delivering a 2-out knock, and it's 3-2. Bottom of the 8th, same score. Colt Keith at bat, 2 runners on. He delivers the knock that ties the game at 3 apiece. Later in the inning, runners on the corners. Justin Henry Malloy. Swinging a drive. Benetti! Matt Vierling comes up throwing, safe at the dish. Detroit takes the lead by a score of 4-3. Top 9, same score, 2 outs, 2-2 count. Jason Foley on the mound. High heat. That's it and that's all. And the Tigers get another win, another come-from-behind win. Remarkable where they are now compared to where they were in early August. No team has been as good since August the 10th. That's a pretty arbitrary date, yeah. Well, we're picking it because they're 30-12 over that span, 46,889. That's the largest attendance ever for a team's final home game in its city, and the A's came prepared. Some are sad, some are remembering that they were there in 68, and now they're here in 24. And we showed you the legends that were out there. Harry Zito sang the national anthem pregame. Proud history for this franchise. A lot of years. Crazy George, famous for inventing the wave. That happened here in Oakland. Having fun on a sunny day. Again, there's some joy in the sadness. Security. They pretend to throw the ball back to actually deflated it. It's a 2-0 A's lead, bottom 5. J.J. Bleday. High sky always has been an issue there in Oakland. Loses it in the sun. It's 3-0. That's the last RBI by an A in the Coliseum. Top 7, it's a 3-2 game. The bases are empty. We showed you this grab. It's Bleday on his horse. Man, it's a gorgeous catch. Fans loving it. And now it's a party. There are baseball gods. They're going to make sure that Mason Miller puts this one to bed. That's the definition of the gas face. That's 103. Now we got folks running around the field. Don't want this day to end. 102. Leody Taveras. One more to go. Wet smoke bombs. Miller on a 104-mile-an-hour fastball. Back Schumann's up across the diamond. And some tears, which are understandable. And a lot of love for a franchise with a lot of history. A day they'll remember forever as the team wins 3-2. Mark Kotsay addressed the fans afterwards.
On behalf of my staff, myself, this team, all the past players and coaches, there are no better fans than you guys. Thank you for your lifelong support of the Oakland A's. And I ask you for one more time to start the greatest cheer in baseball. Let's go, Oakland!
That sucks, man. More context on the latest franchise to head out of Oakland. Warriors won over 1,200 games at home, winning percentage north of 60% when they were based in Oakland. Golden State now calls the Chase Center home. That's in San Francisco. They played in the Coliseum in the 60s and 70s. After 13 seasons in LA, they returned for 25 seasons through 19. They won over 200 home games, winning percentage of .593. They had 5 straight conference championship appearances under the late, great John Madden in the 70s. A's arrived from Kansas City, won over 2,000 home games at the Coliseum. Among the many memorable moments, Scott Hatteberg's walk-off homer. That was September of 2002. That extended the A's winning streak to 20 straight games, which was a new American League record, which stood until 2017. All three of those franchises won multiple titles while based in Oakland. 2 Super Bowls for the Raiders, 1 under Madden, 1 under Tom Flores. 4 World Series titles for the A's, including 3 straight in the 70s, another in '89. And the Warriors, who won 4 NBA titles based in Oakland, the first of which was led by Rick Barry in 1975. Documented. It's not just the A's leaving, it's the complete abandonment of Oakland sports fans by their teams. The Raiders were fickle, leaving, coming back, then leaving again. Warriors are still in the Bay, but there's nothing Oakland about their new digs. And now this. Other cities have lost teams, and it's gutting. To lose 3 is without precedent. You think Vegas is going to support the A's? Come on. The passionate, emotional goodbyes from those who love the team are to be expected. But ask yourself this. Have you heard even a single dissenting voice outside of Oakland? Anyone saying, oh, this is a great idea. You got it all wrong. This John Fisher guy, you got it wrong. He's a great guy. I haven't. This right here, this is just the worst of what sports can be. Heart goes out to you, A's fans. I guess, speaking of the worst sports can be, the poor White Sox, they've lost 120, but they've been fighting. They've been fighting to avoid losing that 121st. Chris Flexen. Dealing. He goes 6 1/3, 7 strikeouts. Bottom 5 were scoreless. The bases are loaded for the White Sox. Andrew Vaughn to deliver some runs. He gets a breaking ball, and he does just that. Look at the Southsiders. On the board first, it's 2-0. The very next batter, Lennon Sosa. And he brings in a couple more as the White Sox suddenly red hot. They are on a bit of a winning streak. And for a while, it looked like the White Sox might challenge the all-time record for losses in a season, a distinction